All right, there's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity.
All right, I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, man. We're back with another lesson. And this one's going to be titled, Your Debt Shall Be Paid in Blood. All right. And, we're just going to go into Esau. Let the sheep meditate in terror, as the scriptures say. All right. Because that's what's coming, man. It's going to be bloodshed, right? And it's going to be on both sides because 2/3 of our people is going to die for joining hands with these, wicked bastards. All right. But they got to pay. They got to pay in blood, right? As much blood as they shed, they got to pay in blood. And I just, the spirit compelled me to go in, on this topic, so your debt shall be paid in blood. And you see, I covered the topic yesterday with Israel, the Israelites over there, they're at war right now, okay? The least of the flock shall draw them out, all right? So, these people are being drawn out for their destruction, okay? As the book of Jeremiah chapter 50 and 49 says, right? So, so we're going to get right into it. And you already seen, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. All right. And America is that great city. Okay. That's why they call you an American citizen. Okay. Because this is Babylon, the great city. All right. And how did they establish it? By robbing, murder, right? Rape. Okay. Unrighteous decrees. Okay. And the blood of the saints, right, cries out from this place, which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right, mainly the elect, all right? And so woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Woe is destruction, okay? And that's echoed for Babylon all over the Bible, from the old prophets, all right, to Revelations, okay? So you got to understand that this is what's coming to these people, and it's unavoidable. All right. So let's go to the book of Nahum, right? And let's go to chapter 3 and let's go to verse 1.
There's the book of Nahum, chapter 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies.
It is all full of lies. And that's all you see in Babylon the Great, right? It's a big fairy tale, right? Everybody's chasing the American dream. And that's all you're doing is chasing dreams. Okay, bunch of lies. That's all Esau ever does, man. Remember, these people go astray from the womb, as the scripture says, right? Speaking nothing but lies. All right? And that's all they have taught people to do here, right? This is a big, how you call that? Not a facade. Is it a facade? I'm not sure. But this is just a place full of smoke and mirrors, okay? I mean, look at it, man. You got your woman in Instagram, right? Filters, okay? When you go to meet up with them, wake up with them the next day, they damn near look like men, all right? But in these filters, they look beautiful, okay? Fake eyelashes, all right? You got these men doing what women do now as well, You got this rap music where people are portraying something that they not, okay? It's just one big movie, but the only movie that's real in America and across the whole earth is the movie of the Lord, the scriptures, right? This place is full of lies.
And robbery.
And robbery, okay? This is exactly how they established this place, right? They took it away from Gad, all right? Matter of fact, they went to all the tribes, right? Stole all their gold, their land, right? And all those people that are leading in those countries, because some of you might say, well, Mexico, they got their own land, but hey, it ain't being ran by no indigenous Mexican or no indigenous so-called Puerto Rican, right? Those are Spaniards, all right, that are being put above the people, right? They're not putting their own people to run that land, all right? So it was established by robbery, okay?
The prey departeth not.
The prey departeth not. You see? And this is why the Lord is going to have to come back to destroy this place. What's the first thing they tell you after they rob you from your own house? They tell the Mexicans to go back to their country. This is their country. Okay? That's a big lie. Oh, they're immigrants. You're the immigrant. When the hell did Red Bull, Crazy Horse, Sitting Bull it is, Salakia, Sitting Bull, Red Cloud, I believe his name was, Geronimo, right? And Crazy Horse. When did they ask you for your papers, man? When did they give you permission to come in here? Huh? Right? This wasn't your land to begin with. But you want to lie, right? After you stole Arizona, Texas, and California and pushed the Mexicans back, you want to build up a wall and claim that they're immigrants, right? You got Gad and reservations dying, okay? Their life expectancy is a bit above 40. They're so messed up that they ain't even got enough money for alcohol, so they're drinking hairspray, man, to get drunk, right? To forget about their miseries, man. But hey, guess what, man? You're gonna have to pay in blood, all right? And remember, a troop shall overcome, but Gad shall overcome in the latter end, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So Gad's gonna rise up too, man. Gad's gonna rise up, and Gad's gonna get on your ass as well, man. You got a lot of blood to pay with, man. All right? I hope you got enough blood banks, right? And the Lord said, you small among the heathen, man. That's why you're going to get wiped out so easy, okay? The most hated in the whole earth, man. All right? That you're going to have wild beasts attacking you, man. You think that these animals ain't going to remember what you did to them? You got them in zoos locked up, man, dying there, all right? They can't even run in their own natural habitations, okay? Because your wicked ass wants to steal animals for a profit, okay? You messing up the whole ecosystem, all right? You hunting birds, you hunting everything you can get your damn hands on, you're killing, man. That's why you got to pay in blood, man. You got to pay in blood, and it's a righteous thing. And for all you weak-ass ninjas out there that don't agree, grabbing onto your chest on some feminine shit, talking about we supposed to love each other, man, you gonna die too. All right? You gonna die too, man. All right? There's no justification for what the so-called white man has done to this earth, man. To our people, right? To the animals, to the air, to the water, to the food. All right? This man is a murderer, man. And a murderer must be put down, man. A rabid dog must be put down. Okay? If not, he's going to finish the whole earth. All right? Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus. All right? Let's go to chapter 34. All right? And verse 22.
There's a book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 34 and verse 22.
Let's start at 21, Salakia.
The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood.
He that defraudeth thereof is a man of blood. All right? And that's Esau, man. He's the one that's always defrauding us, okay? This inflation, tax paying. Go ahead.
He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the labor of his hire is a bloodshedder.
Is a bloodshedder, okay? And understand, man, all right, that's what Esau do, man. Think about it. Break it down, man. If you make more than what you're supposed to a year, all right, so they put in a cap on what you're supposed to make. After they take taxes away from you, you still got to pay them back. Ain't that some bullshit? So you go to school, all right, to earn a good living. And since, you're above the poverty rate, you got to pay them. All right? Think about this. The poor, they got to pay their taxes. All right? So they got a chunk of change taken out of their check. All right? Now they go out to the store and they got to pay taxes on whatever they got to buy, right? Pay taxes on their car now, right? Pay rent, electricity. We got to buy water, right? Food, clothing, okay? And guess what? The scripture said this was part of the curse. We're going to go to our enemies for the want of all things, all right? And this is an unrighteous man, okay? While he's heaping up everything to himself, you're struggling. You only getting enough to make it through the week. Enough so you have to go back to that plantation every week to survive, okay? Especially if you got kids. You see? This man is a bloodshedder, all right? And he don't care if you die, okay? The last thing he's going to do is make money off of you anyways, man. He's going to charge you from $5,000 to $20,000 for that grave site, all right? No matter what, he's making bank off of you, all right? This man is an unrighteous fucking ruler, man. He got to get put down, man. Esau got to go. Esau got to go, man. So, let's go to the book of Numbers, which this one is one of my favorites that I always come up with. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and 30, Numbers 35 and 33. Go ahead, buddy.
There's the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood is defiled. It defileth so like the land.
See, so blood defileth the land, all right? So like I said, imagine how many Israelites, right? Judah and Gad especially got killed here, man, right? And the Mexicans, man, so-called Mexicans, Issachar, right? And then when the other tribes got brought over, right? When Ephraim came, okay? Because Ephraim mainly got killed over there in the land they call Puerto Rico now, right? You see, all those lands are polluted because they went around all the 10 tribes land, conquering them and shedding their blood, all right? But mainly in America, this land is polluted, okay? And it is defiled.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
So it cannot be cleansed of all the murdering you did, okay? Unless...
But by the blood of him that shed it.
You see? But by the blood of him that shed it, right? You see? So therefore, your blood's going to be required to fix this mess, right? It's called getting even, Esau, all right? It's called eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Yes. The laws ain't done away with, man. All right? We're living in a grace period. We right now we fighting in the spirit, but this is going to turn physical. Understand that. Pursuing Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 14, Salakia. All right? The Lord's going to take vengeance upon Edom by the hand of his people, right? And who are his people? The children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the speckled birds that were scattered across the four corners of the earth. So this is going to turn physical, all right? Because this has not happened yet, all right? The Lord's wrath has not been poured out yet. So that is a future prophecy. He's going to put the spirit on us. He's going to fight for us again, right? Because the children have woken up, all right? The children have woken up and we're calling on his name. We're crying out. Okay? The blood of the saints is crying out to the Lord. All right? And we're going to put our hands on you. You best believe that. All right? And that's why you guys are terrified. All right? That's why in the book of Jeremiah chapter 50, I believe, verse 43, it says that the report has reached the gate in the kings, right? The kings, Salakia, the report has reached the king of Babylon, and his hands are waxing feeble. All right? You see, because he knows. Once they wake up and their power is ready to fight for them, it's over. Okay? It's over. So your blood is going to be required, all right, to fix this mess. Understand that. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 10.
There's the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
You see, he shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. All right? Why? Because the Lord is going to come and tread you down like the wine press, man. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed. Okay? There's going to be a lot of bloodshed. All right? And that's figuratively speaking, right? Because the Lord ain't going to come down here physically and fight with y'all. He's going to be in a chariot commanding. He's going to be commanding, right? Every strike with precision. Okay? And there's going to be a lot of bloodshed, man. Mainly Esau and the other heathens. All right? Hey, our people's going too. But this conversation is aimed at you the wicked nation, Esau, man. All right? So, we're going to see right now, we're going to back that up with the book of Isaiah, chapter 63. We're going to start at 1.
There's a book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and verse 1. Who is this, Salakia, that cometh from Edom?
That cometh from Edom.
With dyed garments from Basra.
With dyed garments from Basra, okay? And remember, the Lord said there's going to be a great sacrifice in Basra, all right? Buzzword, America, a.k.a. Babylon.
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. Salakia, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
And that's talk about Yahweh Shai, okay?
Wherefore, art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
That treadeth in the wine fat, right? Stomping grapes, right? So that's a metaphor for all that blood being sprinkled on his garment, okay? But that's just a metaphor for there's gonna be a lot of bloodshed. All right? Because the Lord ain't going to come down physically stepping on y'all. But that's metaphorically speaking. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed. Go ahead.
I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my remnant.
You see there's so much bloodshed? You could see it already, man. All right? A white garment just full of blood. All right? But like I said, that's metaphorically speaking, right, of all the bloodshed that's going to be in Babylon, man. Okay? From the day of the day of vengeance, man. The Lord's coming back as with wrath, man. He says he's not going to meet thee as a man. Okay? Go ahead.
For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
And the year of my redeemed is come. You see? That's when he comes to save his people. All right? You see? And the only way to set things in order, to settle the score, okay? Because the Lord is a man of war. I don't know who the hell you Christians think the Lord is going to go to war with, okay? But the thing is, you're confused because you don't know who your enemy is. All right? Your enemy has bamboozled you. Stockholm Syndrome. All right? And you people are sleeping with the enemy. All right? Holding hands with the enemy. And that's why you're going to get caught up in the crossfire as well. Right? A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. Right? And what are we going to do? Lord willing, we're part of that number. We're going to hide ourselves in those chariots. Right? Until the indignation of the Lord passes. Okay? Them nuclear missiles, right? Them lasers from the chariots. Okay? You see? And Lord willing, we're part of the elect that gets redeemed. Right? So, for you Christians, or all you vocab Maloners, right? That'll sit out there and say, well, this is the Old Testament. All right? When the Lord came back, and it's funny because you can't understand that this was Yahweh Shai speaking right here. This was talking about Yahweh Shai. It wasn't Yahweh Shai speaking Salakia. This was Yahweh Shai, right? We're going to see what it says in the book of Revelations, all right? Because I know your argument is going to be that was the Old Testament. When Yahweh Shai came back, everybody was, invited, all right? Well, we're going to see if the story changed. Let's go to the book of Revelations, right? I believe it's chapter 19, starting at verse 11.
There's a book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven opened, And behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
That's Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
And in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
He does judge and make war. All right. At no time he says that he's gonna fight Satan, the entity or anything. He's gonna fight the nations, man. Go ahead.
His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
And on his head were many crowns, man. Because he's gonna take down everybody from the earth, man. All these people that are gonna rise up to fight against him, he's gonna take them out.
And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, as it said in Isaiah chapter 63.
And his name is called the Word of Yahweh.
And his name is called the Word of Yahweh. There it is. Okay, go ahead.
And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses.
Upon white horses, man, them chariots, right? Okay, these are the angels. Go ahead.
Clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations.
See, that he should smite the nations. But you damn weak Christians want to invite the nations. That means that you guys are adversaries to Hamashiach Yahweh Shai as well. Okay, because he's coming to destroy, right? He's not coming for and this is this marriage is only for the elect. All right, this ain't for everybody. All right, if you're not invited, hey, you're gonna be booted out. All right, go ahead.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress.
And he did what?
And he treadeth the winepress.
And he treaded the winepress. You see, hey, the story don't change. You change the story. Why? Because you guys follow replacement theology. You see, you guys follow replacement theology, so the story has changed up. You know, you guys playing that phone game. You know how you tell somebody something in the ear, they tell the next person, and by the time it reaches like the 10th person, it's a different message. You see, that's what you guys did. But guess what? We're going to believe every word that the Lord says. All right? Ain't no changing. There was no covenant for everybody. There was no one gate where everybody's going to come in. There was no kumbaya, everybody's going to be saved. For whosoever believeth in him. Okay, that was talking about all Israel, right? How is it that for whosoever believeth in him might be saved, but here it is, he's coming to smite the nations? Make sense of it, okay? You guys are in a damn loony bin, all right?
Of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty Yahweh, and he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
There it is, man. So the story don't change, man. The story don't change. Your debt shall be paid in blood, man. The Lord is coming to stomp you nations out, especially you, Esau, okay? You're a fraud, okay? You stole our heritage, all right? You stole our land. You killed our people, and that was us in those days, all right? If you can receive it, because we know reincarnation is biblical, all right? You see? You lie, all right, about everything. How you sitting here in this place, and you got to research the truth, man. Imagine you having to search the truth, right? Instead of getting it for free, man. Instead of just learning it, right? Is that not unrighteous where you have to search the truth? All right? Imagine that term in the righteous kingdom. Yo, we found out the truth. What do you mean you found out the truth? You had to look for it? Shit. Why? Because you're a man of blood. You're a bloodshedder. Okay? And that's why your debt shall be paid in blood. We're going to close it out with another one that's one of my favorite. We're going to go to Ezekiel. All right? Ezekiel 35. We're going to start at the top.
There's a book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
Set your face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, okay? This is talking about Esau, Edom. And remember, a place is a people before it is a place, okay? Go ahead.
And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
So he's going to stretch out his hand against thee, right? And who's sitting at the right hand? Yahweh Shai, okay? Yahweh Shai coming to smite you nations. And like I said, especially Esau. Go ahead.
I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
And thou shalt know that he is the Lord, right? He's going to make this place a desolation. Go ahead.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Perpetual hatred, right? A never-ending hatred. For who?
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Of the children of Israel. Ain't no secret who it was. So-called white man, right? Hiding himself behind that name. Okay? Esau, Edom. Go ahead.
By the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
By the force of the sword. Another buzzword, right? Sword. Their blessing, which is actually a curse, as I said in my last, in many lessons, right? That sword that he was blessed with. Okay? Go ahead.
And the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
There you go. So your debt shall be paid in blood. All right? And this is just a lesson for, you Israelites that tune in truth and sincerity. All right? You people that are afflicted out there. All right? You guys that are looking for salvation and diligently working every day. Okay? Suffering righteously. This is for you to meditate in terror and understand that the Lord is going to come through for us, man. Right? The Lord's going to come through for us, man. And Lord willing, if we're part of that number, we're going to see their fall. All right? We're going to be there. All right? The Lord's going to put the spirit in us to fight. He's going to train our hands for war. All right? All we have to do is be patient, right? Which is that long suffering, right? Because the saints are patiently waiting. All right? Okay? And just keep trusting in the Lord. Keep praying for that faith. All right? And just wait for these events to unfold. Right? By the time when we look back, this place is going to be a memory up in smoke. All right? And we're going to have these animals in chains, man. Okay? We're going to have the real animals in chains, man. All right? So, Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, we're going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
DTA.
DTA.
Abab Abab.
Abab.
Kum Yasharala.
Kum Yasharala.